talking about the scammers, the drug dealers, the robbers, and the crooks.
Well, actually,
slow.
ABC 1 2 3. ABC 1 2 3.
Yeah, I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked, cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride. This one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just so by my side. This one's for the grind. I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. I'm foreign in the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted that the door's been open. I knew I was different. I knew I was chosen.
3.
A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 59, 50,
ABC.
and there's no cat. Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the they done baptized the bad guy. Still don't follow religion. Savage, not average. The kind's Egyptian. 500 for the shoes, come dirty, but the European. Less
All right.
small and less the bank. Up the score, I pull up from trade. From the tray, I'm
What we're
balling
going to be talking about is
like trade. Do what I can, I do what you can't. I wrote this 30,000 feet up. 10 toes stay G'd up. I'm trying to get that type of wealth like a house on the hills. Can't see us. Say the money still me up. Stay humble, stay teed up. I don't tell you how to live, so don't hit me with no weak stuff.
here.
And if you know the deal, then you know the deal. If it's real, then
All right.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your man Mark Brown, and I'm here to tell y'all that I just got done with my first consultation with the brother Andre of Love Crossing Borders. I just wanted to give him his praises. I need y'all to do two things if you haven't already. If you haven't, subscribe to his YouTube channel, Love Crossing Borders. Also, if you are going to Colombia, if you're thinking of going anywhere, traveling internationally,
No, I don't hear anything.
please consider booking a consultation
No? Okay.
Okay.
with the OG Andre of love crossing borders. You will not be disappointed. I'm a fan of the channel, so I booked a 2-hour session just to show support, just to show love and say what's up. He provided a wealth of information, way more than I was even expected. He has an excellent presentation, so I just wanted to let y'all know you will not be disappointed. Book the consultation, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Dre, man, I appreciate you. I will be out in Colombia, and I look forward to linking up with you. And y'all, get it in tune with them if you haven't already. Tell them MAB sent you.
And I'm glad I'm able to help raise up a community of black men.
My name is Mumia Obsidian Ali. I am one of the, I guess you could say, founding fathers of the Black Manosphere, as well as the Black Manosphere Enclave. Shannon, Raw, Theo Waff, and myself, we all came out of Kevin Samuels' private members only Facebook group. Theo had this crazy idea of teaching black men what he had learned in the tech field.
If you're resistant to change, you only want to do one thing or one way, yeah, you're not going to make it.
This is about taking men, black men, and making them better men.
There's guys who want to work on an island without a group, and I say to them, it's not going to work.
We can take hold of our finances. We can then take hold of what we do, and we can live life anywhere around the world.
Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real.
Where are all the black men? And I'm not talking about the scammers, the drug dealers, the robbers, and the crooks.
8 minutes.
Well, actually,
Not expecting that. Shout out to all you guys that are here with us. I just love crossing borders. We didn't have the mic muted, so you guys hear the whole conversation that we had in the background. We're sitting back trying to figure out why we can't hear anything.
Yeah.
And so here's what we're gonna do, guys. I know we're live. What we're gonna do, we're gonna give us 2 minutes to reset the live computer. If you guys will still be live, we'll still be live. What we're gonna do is just reset the computer, and so we can be able to hear you guys. We can hear you guys in also just a few moments. If you don't mind, thank you guys for your patience. Thank you kindly. All right, guys, we're back. Now we can hear everything.
Okay, finally.
Finally,
Yes.
we turn your mic up. Hope you guys had a great weekend, a great Valentine's weekend here in Colombia.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
Okay, yeah, finally he's back. They saw me doing faces on the screen? I don't think so.
What? No, nobody
was
saw
doing
us
faces.
on the screen.
Okay, yes, you guys, thank you so much to be here. Obviously, Andre and Andrea love crossing borders. How you guys noticed we were in a really good area in the coffee region. We're gonna talk about that. So we are pretty excited, and I would like to hear me on video. Thank you so much.
Continue on.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, you guys. So yeah, we were in really nice area in the coffee region between Pereira and Santa Rosa. So we stayed in a nice hotel. We wouldn't say fancy hotel, but it was okay.
It was okay. Yeah, it was okay.
It was okay. I don't like. Yeah.
That's what it was. It was okay.
It was okay. And yeah, we have a great time. We went to the zoo. We went to Pereira, Manizales, Santa Rosa. So yeah, it was good. Okay, yeah, audio is great now.
Thanks,
Yeah.
gentlemen, for letting us know.
Yeah, and another thing, I'm about to call you in a name, but I don't know. Bergame with those eyebrows.
Oh no.
But yeah, you
I'll
guys.
take care of that later.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, you guys, the reason that we didn't do any video, any live stream last night is because we were super tired. Like,
Yeah.
super tired. Andrew was driving, and I was tired too. So I told Dre, like, let's move the live stream to Monday because we definitely need to sleep. And Andrew sleep like around like 10 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
10 hours. I sleep like 9. No, you sleep like almost 12, babe.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
we were nonstop this weekend. Really, we were nonstop this weekend. Then a 3.5 hour drive there, 3.5 hour drive back. So I just rested yesterday. But it's great to be back with you guys. It really is.
Yeah. So that was the reason that we didn't do any live.
We had a great time in Pereira.
Pereira, it was really nice.
Really nice.
It really impacted me. It just reminded me a little bit between Cali West and Poblado.
Poblado, yeah.
In Medellin, it was really nice, and yeah, it's cool. Manizales, no.
For a college town, for a town that's supposed to be the
For
college town,
education,
Manizales is.
Yeah, but I mean, there are some people that they like Manizales and they enjoy Manizales. We
no, not so much.
We're not too much fan, but it's okay. In Santa Rosa always is
Santa
one
Rosa
of my
was
favorite town in Colombia. So yeah, we have a really great time over there.
So in the next live stream, I'm going to be dropping bits and pieces of what we did, but the whole video footage that I'm putting together is going on Patreon. So all you guys that are already on Patreon, you get a chance to see everywhere we went to in Santa Rosa, all the places that in the restaurants and things that we did, in the zoo that we went to, as well as all the other places we went to in Pereira. All right. And so and so we're going to show you guys all that over on Patreon. Shout out to all you guys. And I've got a lot of footage to share with you guys over there on Patreon. And we're going to be starting this week doing Patreon live streams over there with you guys. Also, just to show appreciation, love, and share information with you guys. Tonight's topic is a good one. It's about the benefits for men, the unexpected benefits. A lot of times there are benefits when it comes to being in relationships that we obviously know. But when it comes to women in the West compared to foreign women, there are benefits that foreign women give you that you can hang your hat on compared to back in the States or back in UK or back in Canada. So we're going to be talking about those things. We're going to be talking about some of those benefits along with our girl, Andrea.
Absolutely.
Who has been a benefit to me, and I've been a benefit to her. So shout out to her. But first of all, let's get ready to get started with all the shout outs.
See the shout out right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, David. Thank you so much for being here. Another good live stream. Absolutely. Kenny, thank you a lot. Salute to you. We miss you over the weekend, but you know, these old timers that need to rest and get renovated. How can I pronounce this?
Rejuvenated.
Bueno, eso. Rejuvenecidos.
Get the energy back, rejuvenated.
That's what my mom told me about. My mom told me about. But you rest on the no, mom. It's just like we wake up, go to a place, then come back, then walk. Every time that we take.
And we're
vacation,
on a mountaintop, so every time we
always get like tired.
Yeah.
We enjoy, but we get tired. We miss our bed. Okay, Kenny, I say hello to you.
Got a super chat.
What is it?
Shout out to my man D Payne in the building.
Thank you so much. Yeah, class 7, stand up.
Yes, sir.
A ver.
Bobby Coltrane.
Bobby is here. Thank you so much. See David.
Jay
Hey.
Carson. Shout out to Jay
Carson. Okay.
Carson.
Carson.
Oh, well, Kaysen. You're right. I've been saying
Kaysen.
Carson this whole time. It's Kaysen. Shout out to Jay Kaysen. Jay, you should correct me, man. Jay Kaysen.
Sorry. Thank you so much. Being a second fan in a group meeting. Yes, sir. Let me go here.
International Quiet Storm.
Absolutely, Mad Max. Thank you so much. I feel from my
Shout out to Gary. That's Gary.
That's Gary.
That's Gary. Gary.
I
and
need
his wife.
to, yeah. Hello, Gary. I hope you and your wife and your family are doing great.
Mm-hmm.
Raymond.
Shout out to Mr. Turner.
Sir, Chad is here too.
Yes, sir. Salute, Todd.
Yeah, thank you so much.
LJD Southern Vegan.
Jay Fleming, thank you so much.
Shout out to Jay. Salute to you as well, kind sir.
What is it? Mute your mic, Dre. We can hear you.
He said, mute your mic, Dre. We can hear that you were troubleshooting. Oh, yeah.
I love Latinas. Yeah, break on a little, Dre.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I forgot to mute my mic. That's what I did forget. Shout out to all you guys.
Thank you so much.
Shout out to Ransom.
El Patrón del Paisaje was good fan. I missed my favorite show the past week.
Yes, sir. Glad to be back.
Yeah, say your introduction is having distortion issues, Andre. 2 sounds, the channels are playing at one time. As you guys, because that was the reason. I mean, and he just set up everything today and we're back on track on everything.
The struggle streaming on the the channels crosses. That's what they did.
Yeah. T-Mac, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Salute, T-Mac.
Second. There we go.
YouTubing is a habit. Shout out to you, brother, being here.
Thank you so much.
Jermond in the building.
Coming to the live stream.
AMSM, shout out to you, brother. Glad you're here. It's Jay Clyde, the Medellin boys. Shout out to more of the Medellin boys out there.
Yeah.
Hola, them DMV boys. Shout out to them DC boys out there. My man 0 milligram.
Okay, there we go. I think.
Looks like we got everybody.
Yeah.
What did Quiet Storm say?
Yeah, he said no. The spell right, Colombia.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Making Coffee fan. Shout out to you, brother.
Yeah.
Glad you're here.
Okay, I think there we go.
All right. Shout out to you guys. Tonight's topic, once again, is about unexpected benefits. No scenario with many of us can attest by now with all of our travels that we aren't perfect people when it comes to us traveling to other countries. And we are realizing that the women in other countries aren't perfect people. All of us have ups and downs, learning curves, and so forth. But yet and still, when it comes to dating and mating in our own home countries, we're finding that it's more beneficial to date, mate, or even marriage in other countries. We're going to talk about some of those unexpected benefits that men get when it comes to dating and relationships with women in foreign countries compared to dealing and dating with women in our home countries.
Yes, sir.
And the reason why we brought that up, me and Andre was just discussing that in regards to there are some benefits in relationships that you don't realize that you're going to get until you're in the relationship. We were talking about that this weekend.
Yeah, but a lot of people need to know this because they always complain about that be married or get married is not,
It's
you
not
don't
worth
get
it.
any benefits,
Right.
especially for the guys. That's why you need to know the law in every country. You guys that you marry, let's say that you marry here, or well, in the state, you know better. But if you marry in Mexico or in Panama, or doesn't matter, you need to know the law. And for example, here in Colombia, like explained before, in Colombia, everything, Andre and I, we got married here, and we didn't sign any prenup or nothing like that. So everything, that even bank accounts that have been created after that we got married, everything that we have, that we get after that we got married, is split 50 and 50. If we get divorced, for example.
That's how Colombia works.
That's how Colombia works. And in case that you we didn't sign a prenup, so that's the law, 50 and 50, right? If you want to sign a prenup, you can do it. That's not any issue.
No.
But in Colombia, it's like that. Everything that you get after the marriage is 50-50. If you have
What about all the stuff I had before the marriage?
No, does not belongs. I mean, for example, let's say that you got fincas and you got 3 cars and buildings and apartments, and you got all of that before marriage. I don't receive any of those things, because that was before. And even if you go to a notary, to a lawyer, the dates, they see, they check it out, all the paperwork and everything, and they see dates that you got all those things in the day that we got married. So
And the reason why I asked that question, babe, is because that's one of the worries that a lot of men have when it comes to marriage in any country. Can this person take a part of the monies or the items that I acquired long before I met them?
Absolutely. And let's say that you got all of that in the States,
right?
That you got investments and everything, you got for years. That I wouldn't mind if you say, Andrea, let's sign on a prenup, just in case. I already know, and we go to a notary and everything, but let's sign a prenup. Okay, it's cool, because what is fair is fair. It is what it is. I mean, sometimes, and that was my little fight with women on social media, because I'm agree with that. I'm totally agree with the guy.
Go ahead, babe.
With the guy, protect his own things, the things that he
inherited or worked hard for, and everything. I completely understand, and I'm agree that you need to protect your things. Exactly, absolutely. So yeah, and everything that you get after that, that's what the wife needs to receive 50% of that. Even in Colombia is like this. And she received a little bit more, for example, a pension, because she didn't work, but she was a housewife 24/7. Right.
So obviously, because she never works, went to a company and everything. No, I'm not going to answer. We're going to schedule the call tomorrow.
Okay.
Or later tonight. She by the law, she needs to receive a pension, because she was raised your kids while you were making money. So that's part of the law if she doesn't work.
Right.
And that happens with a lot of families that they got money and they separate, they got divorced after 40 years, 50 years, and she's older now. So yeah, she receives a pension.
Right. So Big Brother in Life was asking, can she receive assets that you have in the States?
No. And like I said, Big Brother, if you want to sign a prenup, in Colombia, you can do it. If you got a lawyer or someone that, or you can do a consultation with a lawyer and everything, yes, do it. Just protect your own things. You can be only love, but when you are in love, you're not think purely.
Right.
I think that way. So yes.
Shout out to my man Don the JP in the building, as well as my man Rico and my brother the African Wolf. He said, I may be late, but I'm here. So guys, just a recap. Whatever you acquire in the marriage in Colombia, you split it 50-50. That's just how the laws are set up. Anything that she had prior to, or anything that you had prior to, that is all yours. You know how it is in the States. You can marry somebody for 2 weeks and they can get you for half of your, half of your money in the States. Well, it's not like that here in Colombia.
Yeah, but that's what I said. Oh, that's what I say, you guys. Even though that you buy things and she doesn't know, and you buy things in the States and you guys are married, that belongs to her too. I mean, while you get married and
That's a
you
good
buy
point.
things in any part of the world, that belongs to her because you guys are married.
So remember that part. Even if you buy things in the States, if you are married to a Colombiana, even though you guys are located here or even located in the States, or even if you're located in, let's say Andrea and I were located in Europe. I decided to buy a couple of pieces of property in Detroit. It doesn't work out with Andrea and I. We're not in Colombia. We're not in the United States. At the end of the day, whatever is acquired in the marriage, no matter what country we're in the world, it's 50-50. So those houses that I acquired in Detroit while we were married are still a part of the pot that gets separated into 50-50.
Yeah.
But anything that's prior to, that's what I keep and that's what she keeps, her prior stuff.
Yeah, wait a second. Let me read some comments. Thank you, Midwest, for your donation. Has
Shout out to Midwest in the
enjoyed
building.
the benefits of being married to a girl, I think, here in the States. My wife is my greatest investment.
There we go, brother. I like to hear that.
Bobby say I was at the store and I met a younger African woman about 20, 21, 23. She gave me a good vibe, but she is in America and I couldn't take that chance.
No, I couldn't take that chance either. Good evening to you, Rico, as well.
Max say it's the same thing in California. Premarital assets are not community property. People need to be aware of common law in Colombia.
That's true.
Level assets are fair game in Colombia if acquired.
You acquired them. Yep.
After
Married, like we
marriage.
just said. Like after you're married, and if I buy some properties in Detroit, that doesn't mean that I get a chance. I get to keep the properties. Those properties were acquired while we were married. So no matter where I buy property, it's still a part of the marriage.
If I get married again, I'm definitely doing a prenup. Yeah. To protect your things and guys, and more if you got kids.
Yeah.
Doing things in the legal way, in the straight way, never forget Eddie Murphy raw.
Yeah. Eddie, what have you done for me lately? Eddie Murphy did when he was young. He did a comedy show talking about, he said, I'm tired of these American women. I'm going to Africa, get a woman with a bone in her nose, and she doesn't know any English, and all she know is Gani Google. And so she's going to he said, but when I bring her to America and all the American women gonna get to her and she's gonna be talking like she Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately, Eddie? Eddie, I want 50%. Give me 50%.
Okay. The brother say, now I'm good. And I just going for marriage. I'm too deeply involved in real estate and investing to take that chance. Staying for the heads up.
Yep.
Will the trailers here? Thank you a lot.
Before go ahead and read thrills. I mean, shout out to Will in the building.
It's Andrea and Andrea and a little late, but it's okay. We just started. It's going to be in an awesome show.
Yes, sir. Going back to what Big Brother said, this in regards to, he doesn't want to take that gamble. Just like T-Mac said, just like Andrea said. In other words, when Andrea mentioned that she has nothing against prenups, there are a lot of women in the world that have no problem with prenups. Of course, we know there are women that do have issues with it, and you may want to stay free of those. But there are other women that are like Andrea. She's not the only person that understands the value of a prenup, and neither is T-Mac the only person. So if you really find somebody and you're serious about them, Big Brother, you can. If they really want to be with you, They might be a person that understands where you're coming from with your assets, want to protect them.
I always have been against to the women, like they get mad when they know about the prenup, right? And they get mad with
Prenup.
what? Prenup.
You don't know the
Prenup.
not the pre-nut, babe. The prenup. Okay.
Prenup.
Okay. Don't need T. P.
Okay, yeah.
Keep it clean. This is a kids show.
Okay, well, it means something else?
Yeah, pre-nut.
I don't know. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I didn't know what it is. Sorry, prenup. Okay. Whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm really against the women who know about this, and they say, but in marriage it means it's only love, so he doesn't love me. No, don't come in with that BS. If you are in love, you don't care about those things. Okay.
Right.
If you're in love, you don't care about those things. If you tell me that you really, really love, why you just sign it? That's it. End of the story.
Yep. So we're going to get started with, Andre made some great points. So we're about to get started with at least 10 unexpected benefits to being with or marrying a woman from another country compared to our home country. So we're going to go through this list that we have here. And Andre is going to read through. We're just going to grab one. I can't.
Oh.
If I could, I would. But I could do this. Let's do it like this. Let me take that and copy that and go here. Thank you guys for your patience. Paste that here. And blow that up.
Okay.
Okay, too big.
See.
Too big.
That's great.
Okay, and then I can close this one.
Okay.
And
Okay.
all right. My man Chill said Andre is speaking facts.
Yeah.
And close this one up. So there we go.
There we go.
All right. So you can choose whichever ones you want. You got
Okay.
20 to choose from. Okay. So you can start
There we
with
go, you guys. So the topic for tonight is the benefits.
unexpected benefits for a man.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, the number one is, there we go, lower ego battles. Many foreign women don't see relationships as a competition of power, but as a teamwork.
Yes. One of the things that you guys have noticed about us over the last years, 7-8 years that you guys have been on YouTube with us, you notice that Andre and I do not compete with each other. We both have different opinions, but we don't compete with each other. We look at each other as a teamwork, as far as the marriage, as far as our businesses, as far as all the things that we try to do together. We try to look at it from the perspective of both of our opinions, not just mine. But then at the end of the day, of course, being the man, the buck stops here when it comes to responsibility. But we do not, in this marriage, compete with each other. We have a lot of women that are the boss babes, and I make this right. I make this amount of money and stuff like
that's
this.
Where they're single. That's why they're single. I mean, for real. I think that I always say that's why guys and a lot of women say they can handle women like us because they feel intimidated by girl boss.
Boss girls.
What?
Boss girl speaking directly to the mic.
Okay, just like to not be. Okay. And I think it's more like competition. I think men wants a feminine woman. No feel that I'm competing with my woman.
Right, that's
At
true.
every stage, but a lot of women, they got that mindset that. Okay, they got that
Keep talking.
mindset. They got
too much. Just keep talking.
you doing too much too.
Yep.
You see? Yeah. So the part is because you got a degree, you know so many language, and
there we go.
and you got a fabulous career, and you travel the world, and that's it. And a man don't want you is because he feel intimidated by you, that he feel like minimum or how do you say
Minimized or limited.
minimized or limited date you. And the part is like it's not always like that. It's because a lot of women got that girl boss mentality,
Ego.
And that's, I always say that ego is the worst enemy of us, the ego.
Yeah.
So I see in that way. You first of all, it's not a competition, it's a teamwork in every stage. It's a teamwork in medical, it's a teamwork in health, and it's a teamwork in business, it's a teamwork co-parenting. It's always a teamwork. It's not a competition.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And the funny thing is, a lot of women look at that as if because men don't feed off into it, they think we're intimidated. A lot of times, it's very rare. I'll say this: it's very rare I've seen a man intimidated by a woman on any scale. I mean, you got to be like a female professional boxer, kickboxer, kung fu artist for most men to be intimidated. Women use that word to make them feel like, yes, I'm on his level. But most men care little about a woman's money. You could be, you could be Hillary Clinton when she was Secretary of State, third in position to be president. You could be a woman that is worth billions of dollars. Men really don't care. Women use that term intimidation to feel better about themselves when men just basically just walk away or ignore it. Women don't want to acknowledge that they are, that's what it is. Women don't want to acknowledge that they are being ignored or when men are done. You just intimidated. No, I'm done and I'm ignoring you. But I'm worth all this money and I have all this beauty. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you how do you say you hurt the ego.
Yeah. They want us to feed off into their egos, and if we don't, then we must be intimidated or scared. We're not. Men are just. We know when you know the old song, the old Kenny Rogers song. When it came to playing cards, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. While you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Did Kenny not say that? You got to know when it come to cards and women. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run.
Okay.
Men know that. So women think that when we walk away, you just intimidated. You just scared of a strong woman.
Strong. I don't see it. I got my own opinion about strong woman.
Go ahead.
To me, a strong. I'm not gonna do this. To me, a strong woman is a woman who, after she have been dealing with so many battles in life, so many struggles, she still got faith. She still got the mentality to, hey, I'm here. I'm still fighting for this. I'm still seeing life is beautiful. It's amazing. No matter what happened in the past, even a single mom, let's put out there, even my husband passed away or my ex was an abuser and I'm here raising my child by my own with my 2 jobs or my job and study at night. Why, guys? Because I saw that when I was in college. I saw so many women that got kids, they are the provider. They work in the day and go to college at night. So for me, that's a strong woman. A woman who, no matter what happens, she's still, up and she's still fighting for her life, for her dreams and everything. Is and move forward after a lot of challenge. That's how I see a strong woman. The mentality, the way that you how to say that you win every battle. That's how I see a strong woman. For me is my mom too,
right? Because
my mom, after so many challenges to her marriage and everything, job, medical things.
Physical,
My
yeah.
mom is still like, hey, I'm here and I'm not weak. I'm still fighting for my life, still fighting for my health, for my family and everything. That's how a strong woman. And you don't see a person, for example, like my mom, like she got the ego, like, no,
Right.
never.
You know why men leave strong women? I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because what y'all consider as strong, we call being an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Every challenge of life that a woman goes through,
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, men go through too.
Mm-hmm.
Having to go to work on days when you're sad, having to go to work on days when you're glad,
Mm-hmm.
going to work and take care of family when you're sick or if you're healthy,
Mm-hmm.
having to be there for others as well as yourself, going through storms of life, going through the blessings of life, the ups and downs, the ins and outs of life. Men, you'll never hear a man say, I'm a strong man. A man
Mhm.
would say, I'm an adult. This is what adults go through. But when
Yeah,
women, when women, to make them feel better or braggadocious or to stroke their little ego like a petting a cat, women have implemented that term, I'm strong because I've raised the kids. I'm strong because I have a job. Men are looking like, that's called being an adult. If you are an adult and you have kids, that's what you're supposed to do. Well, the man left me. You're still supposed to be an adult, whether the husband is there or whether the husband leaves, whether the father is there or whether the father leaves. You're still supposed to be an adult, whether you have money, whether you don't have money. Why do men say that? Because men go through those exact same storms as well.
And I understand your point, but I see people who give up.
And I agree
And
with
we
that.
see that a lot of people gave up. A lot of women just like, you know what, I can't hold this anymore, and they just,
Give up on themselves
give
or
up
walk
on-
away from their kids' responsibilities.
walk away from the kids, from responsibilities of life too. And that's something that we're not going to walk in deep into
Mhm.
it, but there's a lot of people who just gave up, and that's
True.
it. I can't handle this. I can handle this breakup. I can handle that someone in my family passed away. So for me, that's a strong person.
Yeah, I can
That's
agree
my
with
meaning
that.
of strong.
I can agree with
person.
that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Definitely. Shout out to you.
Tori say, women we thought I was intimidated.
Intimidated. Mhm.
Intimidated. Thank you. Because I wouldn't say anything. No, just didn't want to hear her mouth.
Yep. A lot of times men are quiet because we just don't want to hear what y'all got to say.
Okay, the next one is respect for masculinity.
Yes, ma'am.
They often okay. Let me know how to pronounce this one. Embrace
Mhm.
traditional gender roles, making men feel appreciated as protectors and providers.
Absolutely correct. One of the unexpected benefits of being with foreign women, you are expected to walk in your masculinity, gentlemen. Your masculinity is respected, unlike in the United States or in Canada or parts of Europe, where masculinity is being protested against and stomped in the ground, and they don't want you to be masculine. I'm not talking about guys that are dogmatic or try to rule with the iron hand type of guys. I'm not talking about those dudes. I'm talking about guys like us that walk in our masculinity. We have no problem with being a provider, problem solver, protector, and the penis, meaning intimacy of the relationship. We have no problem with that. There are women in other countries that have no problem with you walking in being a provider. They have no problem with you being a protector, a problem solver, and the penis, meaning the intimacy of the relationship. They expect it of you in other countries. And that is another benefit that you guys and myself, that men get, that we don't have to deal with this femininity as much in other countries as we do in the United States, just in the West in general. Shout out to Bobby Space Ghost.
Absolutely, you're not too. That's what, another thing that I not agree, because there are a lot of women. they are too masculine.
True.
They have a lot of masculine energy, and that's where they are alone.
let me ask you this: is that common in South American women to be masculine?
I would say no, in general.
Right.
But now with all these empower, how do you say,
Women empowerment and
so women empowerment and feminists and all of that. Well, they think they are the men of their relationship, and that's where they are alone. That's where they just. One of the reasons because they are alone, they just jump from man to another man to another man to another man. It's because you are the problem.
because you and I talk a lot about very successful Colombianas, and like you said, they're alone. They don't have anybody. They're beautiful, and they are just.
They are really successful because that's why, because they have a lot of masculine energy. They just like make it like a case with a girl that she's super successful, traveled the world. She has been married once, got divorced. She had been engaged twice. Now she's single and she's on therapy. She was shocked because she's on therapy. When I was with my ex, one time my ex told me like, "Hey babe, can you bring me a cup of coffee?" And she was like, "Me? Why should I bring you a cup of coffee? I mean, just ask to the maid." And she said, "It's because I have too much masculine energy and I'm working on that on therapy. I have too much masculine." I said, "Yeah, that's why you are single."
One of the things that we talk about, we've been talking about this for years in our marriage, that there is verbal and nonverbal communication or cues in a marriage. I don't look at the fact that Andrea cooks, cleans, does this, does that, as well as does everything that she does in her career as she's supposed to do that. I personally look at it as nonverbal expressions of I love my man, therefore I do this. She does things for Camilo, her brother. I love my brother, therefore I do this. I love when I have guests in my home, therefore Andrea does this. So it's not about that she's supposed to do this because she's married to a masculine man. That's one thing, but another thing is when Andrea just brings me a glass of water is Andrea's way of saying, "Babe, I was thinking about you, I love you, and I appreciate you," without saying those words all the time. So those are non-verbal. I even consider intimacy, the sex life in a relationship, as technically non-verbal ways of saying I love you, because you can't say I love you to somebody and y'all not being intimate with each other. There's no way you can say that we have a strong, loving relationships and raising our kids, and y'all have, like we were talking about, the people in Japan only have sex twice a year. The average married couple in Japan only have sex only twice. Yeah,
Andrew will be like this.
Yeah, for real, that's not gonna happen. Twice a year, and so they take their eyes off of each other, and they start focusing on their kid or kids so much that they don't have any intimacy on the average marriage in Japan. We can't see that because we look at as intimacy as a way of communicating how much you do love that person.
Yeah, intimacy, cooking, things that that means that person is important for you. So it's just like in every stage of life, show that type of love or communication.
Number three,
unexpected
benefits for men when it comes to dating or marrying foreign women.
Less legal risk in divorce.
We talked about that.
In many countries, divorce laws don't automatically, right?
Automatically.
Strip men of access or custody.
Right. So we were talking about that earlier, that when it comes to your assets that you came into the marriage with, those are your assets in Colombia. Now we can't talk about other countries, but here those are your assets. Whatever you guys acquired in the marriage, that's what gets split 50-50. Whatever you acquire while in the marriage.
Yes,
also, they in Colombia, correct me if I'm wrong, if the opportunity for the man and the woman to split custody as far as the time that the child will be with the father, and with the mother? Is it more likely that they split it, or do they automatically, like in the States, give the child to the mother?
No, I mean, here the custody is half and half.
Okay.
It's half and half. Just in other situations that the custody is just full for the mother because something's going on, something happens, the dad is not mentally or psychology able to have the custody of the kid, or he got legal issues or stuff like that. But always it's half and half.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tori says twice a year. Talking about Japan.
Wonder what happens in leap year.
The extra day in February every 4 years.
Oh,
The leap
okay.
year. What happens? They get, I guess, the extra day of sex during leap year every 4 years.
Twice a year. Yes, sir. So that we're talking about the less legal risk in divorce in case of Colombia. The next one, number 4, is cultural adventure. Marriage becomes a getaway into another culture with festivals, food, and traditions enriching daily life.
The one thing that Andrea is absolutely correct, and many of you guys can attest to this from all the places that you've been to and all the women that you've dated and hung out with, and some of you guys are in solidified relationships, that there are cultural differences that you get a chance to enjoy. New menus. I love black food. Don't get me wrong. I love our soul food, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the macaroni and cheese, the candy yams, sweet potato pies, greens. You love your soul food, even though in many cases it's not healthy for you, but you love it twice a year, 3 times a year. You can enjoy your soul food. Some of you guys from the Caribbean, you like your peas and your oxtails. Some of you guys that are from certain Creole, like New Orleans, you like certain cuisines from New Orleans. But it is good to go to another country and be in a relationship with somebody that can introduce your palate to new flavors of foods, to new type of festivals, to introduce them to your music and they introduce you to their music. To be able to hear different perspective of the same thing, like you hear me ask Andrea about, well, what about here in Colombia? Well, what about that in Colombia? The reason why, because I'm with somebody that's not of the same culture.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times people make it seem like it's beneficial only to marry somebody of your culture. Black marrying black, white marrying white. And for the most part, that's what most people do around the world.
Mm-hmm.
But for those of us who realize that there is another benefit to being with somebody outside of our own race or our own country, you get a chance to benefit from all the things, man. I feel like, I kid you not, I don't know how Andrea feels. I'm going to ask her in a second. I feel like I am, and in this marriage and just living in another country, I feel like I have a fresh start on life because I'm learning so much from a different culture that is almost like I'm starting from scratch. Just everything from language to music to television to seeing how much we have in common to how much we have different. How do you feel in regards to what we just talked about regarding learning or acquiring different things because you're married to somebody from a different culture?
Absolutely, because you understand, or at least in my case, I understand many things that I didn't understand at the beginning. For example, the real situations in the US, things that happens in the 80s, for example, that I wasn't born yet, in the 90s, things that's going on in a country, political, economically, and all of that. So Andre shared all that info with me. The same with the food, for example. With Andre, I explore more like seafood, more things that I never experienced, American food too, all those recipes that you guys have.
Macaroni and cheese?
Macaroni and cheese, yes, but not too much. Not too much. Andre used to make those like non-stop, and that's what we need to cut off from our diet, for example. But so many things, you guys, that we share and that we explore together, and that we just it's just excited when we're going to places that we never been
Mhm.
together and discover so many things about the culture, about the food, but like I always say, like I always recommend to everybody, like, date someone outside of your race or date someone outside of your country. Don't be like super like
Narrow-minded like a horse.
or just straight or we call like a square. You are a square person, like cuadrado, like you don't see anything else. So I always recommend that, even doesn't matter what the news says, the social media say. Obviously, be careful, absolutely. What type of person you meeting, but it's just like it's the opportunity. It's the opportunity to see other perspective of the world when you dated someone out of your race, out of your language, for example. Yeah.
So true. So true. Shout out to my man T Mac with the $20 love on the Cash App, as well as my man Gary. Glad to see us back.
In Espanol
with
is
the $10.
Gary.
What is it in Espanol?
In Espanol is Gary.
Gotti.
Gary. Yes. So Gary, not Gary.
Gotti.
Gary.
Gotti. Shout out to my man Gotti.
Ben Dixon say the benefits for me is peace and no Western back chat or out of other behavior. Good evening to the Spencers. Thank you
Good evening
so
to
much.
you too.
Tori say, this is how I know Andre never caps. He looks so happy home in Colombia, and then he did it at the conclave. Real talk.
Real talk. Shout out to you guys. I mean, I had fun with you guys. Don't get me wrong. I really did.
Yeah, I know. And I told Dre, just enjoy the time, enjoy the moment. Don't be stressed. I know that you're gonna be stressed, but try to not be too much stressed. enjoy the party, enjoy meet the guys and everything. It's just like your time.
True.
And he looks even happier now. He should.
Oh yeah.
Face card, he say, Andrea, when you travel back to Colombia,
From the US,
do you go through the Colombia citizen line immigration upon return? I mean, when we what?
Actually, I'm glad you said that, brethren.
Andrea or Nandrea? I think he's Andrea.
No, I guess he meant me.
Okay,
Comes back to
Andrea,
the
when
States.
you travel, okay.
I found out on this trip, because I am a resident, I don't go into the line for the foreigners coming into Colombia. I go into the line with Colombians.
Yeah, because
coming to Colombia. I didn't know that.
You got the resident permanent visa.
I didn't know that.
You don't have to apply for another visa forever.
Right. I didn't know that. So the guy told me, he said, why are you standing in line for the foreigners? You could have just came right in with the Colombians.
I imagine your face.
I'm looking at all the Colombians just shooting.
Deuces.
Right, for real. Sorry, Americans. Y'all were
you
there.
foreigners. I don't know.
Foreigners. I don't know.
That's
like we were at Crystal Ray, me and your mom, and they were like, "Who's from another country?" Everybody looked at me. I was like,
I didn't say anything. Cali.
I said Cali.
My God.
Yeah, I just found that out this past couple of weeks ago when I came back from the conclave, and the guy told me, he said, "Why are you in this line? You're supposed to be. You can be over there from now on." I was like, "So I got to do is wait in Colombia?" I said, "Oh man."
No, but remember that every time that we come back to the country, you always come with me to the immigration line.
I didn't think about it. That was my first time really kind of noticing.
That was your first time, yeah. But every time Andres walked with me with his cedula and everything.
Yeah.
But we said real talk, Dre. Okay, real talk, Dre. Cheese more with Mr. Okay, with Mrs. For me, that's something to aspire to.
Oh yeah, shout out to all you guys, man.
Guys, remember, and I told Dre this. Remember that if you're gonna be in Cali for example, for the Turkey Day, what's the name?
Oh, Thanksgiving.
We are going to the Intercontinental because they have the dinner, because every year they have a special buffet for Thanksgiving in Intercontinental Hotel in Cali. So just pay your
amount to get in. Yeah.
And just enjoy the Valentine's the Thanksgiving day, because that's something like Andre and I, we were like, let's go. To not be, he's gonna be stressed. And I know Andre cooking is absolutely delicious, but you know, to find the things that exactly like you guys are doing these days is not easy.
Right. So
It's not easy.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start putting that on the intro
Yeah.
for any of you guys that are going to be in Cali. I'm going to reach out to some of the guys in some of the groups too,
Yeah.
that are already here. If
Yeah.
you're going to be in Cali, Colombia,
For
Thanksgiving weekend, and you're like, hey, who do I, you know, where do I go? We're all going to meet up at the Intercontinental. So I'm going to have all the details and everything so we can all just enjoy Thanksgiving. I don't care if it's 3 of us. I don't care if it's 33 of us.
Mhm.
We can just enjoy Thanksgiving together here in Cali, Colombia, if you're going to be here.
Yeah. I think it's the best thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a
Okay.
good point.
Wait a second. Let me go to the next one.
Scroll down to...
Number 5. What?
Oh, that's a good one, too. Yeah, do number 5.
Okay. Family has allies.
Allies.
Allies. Allies.
What do you guys call allies or friends or...
Aliados.
aliados?
Aliados, sí. Aliados. Allies. Okay. I always forget how to pronounce the we call this E. I know in English it's I.
I can see the
allies.
double L being Y. Aliados.
Okay. Instead of in-law, in-laws being a stress point, her family often welcomes the husband warmly and offers support. Andre is the
Absolutely correct.
perfect example.
Yes, as you guys often hear me say, when I first spoke to Andrea's dad, I let him know, I informed him I was not looking for a wife, and I paused, the dramatic pause, and I informed him I was looking for a family. I knew I would be in this country or any country by myself. So I knew that all the benefits that I would get from Andrea or any woman, it would be all in the family, and all the benefits that I couldn't get from a woman, it will show up in the family.
Mhm.
What do I mean by that? Some of you guys go to other countries and you meet some amazing people. Here's the problem. They come from trash families. The families don't own any property. It's only three, maybe 2 wives in a family of, on the dad's side and the mom's side, of 50 women. Ain't no wives. Nowhere to be found except for maybe 2 or 3. Maybe 6 people in the whole family working. You don't want to be invited, but the person that you've met is sweet as bear meat. She is the nicest person. But I'm telling you, everything about her family that represents her will eventually over time show up. Some of you guys wonder why Andrea is such a responsible person at such a young age. Because she comes from a family of women that are responsible. And the few women that may not be as responsible, they do stand out. But I can say this, there aren't any women in Andrea's family on both sides that are not trying to be or aspire to be responsible. And so I analyzed the family. I didn't analyze Andrea only. Some of you guys analyze the woman and you think, I got me a good woman. And you wonder why things fall apart. When you should have analyzed the woman and analyzed, and I'm talking about with the same vigor and the same drive, with the same energy, you should have been analyzing her family.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be dealing with those people. If it's serious, you might be dealing with those people for the rest of your life. So you better analyze them. So I'm a stickler for analyzing the family. And it's amazing how much Andrea's family has been there for me over the years, man. I kid you not. From little things to major things, the family has been there for me. And I've been there for the family. But for the most part, I could easily say, you know, I'm a Libra. I put on the scale. Andrea's family has been there for me way more than I've ever had to step up and be there for them. Far, far more. Why? I picked the right family to be there for me as a person in this country by myself. I knew what I was looking for.
Absolutely. Be guapo, he say. Make sure that she comes from a good, responsible, successful family.
Correct.
Excellent advice. And this is something, guys, that's another advice for the people. They ask me when it comes to dating seriously someone. And I say, just look the family. Look the relationship. In this case, for example, me to another woman, look the relationship that he got with his mother. Look the relationship that he got with his father. He what's going on? Why he doesn't have a father? He passed away, or he just, so all those things, you know, you see, like in I see in the psychological point, you know, if his mom passed away, oh, that's why he's this way, or he got this type of behavior. And always see that, because, for example, you meet a girl, but you see that her mom is a single mom, grandma was a single mom, or the side chick, great grandmother was a side chick too. So you can see that pattern through her family. No man in her family. You know, it's so many things that you need to look out to, and not just she's a cutie and she just made me feel good. No, analyze her family too. Analyze the behavior. Analyze even the relationship that she got with her family, especially with mom, dad, brother, or siblings. You know, is very important, because that makes you have a full vision of the girl that you're dating with.
Yeah. And I kid you not, guys. This one is so. I would put this in my top 3 relationship advice that I give to any man dating a woman in another country. The brother, the family will save you so much headache when that person comes from a good family. When that family, it's like what Andrea said to me a couple months ago. She says that we have some of everything in our family. We got a mechanic in our family. We got a secretary in our family. We got an accountant in our family. We got in our family, in Andrea's family, there are so many professions.
And I'm the one who did the phoner.
Right.
There's always one of the family members that got a phoner,
husband or boyfriend,
boyfriend or girlfriend, absolutely, or someone who dates black.
Yeah.
So always got the point out there.
Yeah. And so the funny part is that she's right. It's like with Andrea's family, it's like I can go to the library of, I need somebody that can do taxes. Boom. I need somebody that has advice on buying property. Boom. I need somebody that owns farmland. How can we purchase farmland? Boom. I need somebody that can show us how to buy livestock, like chickens, cows, horses. Boom. I need somebody that can show us how to buy property. Boom. I need somebody to show us how to build property from scratch. Boom. I need somebody that's a mechanic. Boom. Andrea's family is a Rolodex of all these professions and even more. You want that. Brother, you got to realize it's just you on a brand new continent, in a brand new country, in a brand new city. It's you, nobody else. And so you're either going to be paying total strangers to do all this, or you're going to have family members that you can get all this advice and help and assistance from regarding every little thing to make your if you guys wonder why my transition to Colombia has been a lot smoother than most guys, it's not because of Andrea only, but it's because I was wise enough to look at the family. Let's put it like this. I'm so serious about the family that if the family wouldn't have worked out, I doubt if Andrea and I would have worked out, because I know how I think. I'll say that again, and I love Andrea. If the family would have been a horrible family, and I'm talking about hood, zone 1 hood family, and let's put it like this, I wouldn't have gotten close enough to even get to know Andrea. Because if I knew her family came from some trashy hood, I'm not going to be with a trashy family for the rest of my life. Because if I marry that person, I'm with that person for the rest of my life. That means I'm with their family for the rest of my life. That's how serious I am about the family. I'm not looking for the families to be perfect, because there's no perfect people. But what I'm saying is I'm looking to benefit them. They benefit me in a family unit. And I don't care how wonderful Andrea was. And I would expect Andrea to think the same of me. If my family was full of men that beat women, and that's all Andrea saw was alcohols. I told her about alcoholics in my family, and I drug people and people that beat women, and men that don't work and lazy and just with no production. And that was all in my family. I would be surprised if Andrea said, oh, wait a minute. If he comes from a family like that, what makes me think that in 5 or 10 years
Absolutely.
he won't beat me? If his daddy beat his mama, if his uncles were all on drugs, if none of his family members ever tried to own anything or never tried to accomplish anything, why would I be with a man that he's cool, but he don't want to be anything because he never saw his daddy or his uncles try to be anything? So I wouldn't be surprised if a woman like Andrea said, "No, I can't. You're a cool dude. I like you, but I don't know if I can marry you and be with you and your family for the rest of my life. Be stuck in that type of family."
We'll say that's his okay, that hits home right there. Thank you so much for your donation. You have to analyze the family to foresee a long-term future.
True.
And Ben say he says something that I'm absolutely agree with. Outstanding the point of all absolute facts. Also look if there's a history of mental illness and spiritual
Fitness, correct.
Absolutely, because that's one of the reasons. Like, see that I'm sorry, your mom got some really mental illness or something. Yeah, no, I can do this.
I give another one that benefit when he says spiritual fitness. Andrea's family is the one that introduced us to our church.
The Christian one.
Yeah, the Christian church that we go to, and we love being members there.
Yeah.
We didn't know about that church. And Andrea's family, am I correct?
Yeah, that's
Shout out to my man Oscar and your mom,
yeah.
introduced to the church, and we go there more than they do.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that they could open up the Rolodex of, okay, here's a good church for you guys. Check this church out. And they could present a church to us. A lot of guys, you're with women in the family can't introduce you to a Catholic church, a Christian church, a Buddhist church, an Islamic temple.
Imagine that, like, I did with a girl, but her mom, grandma, and aunties practice the witchcraft.
Right. Well, that's another one. If you're dealing with an Afro-Colombian woman, it would not be a surprise if you are with a woman and her whole family practices witchcraft. That is very, very common.
No, not generalized. Yeah, to make that clear. But yeah, I see cases.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay, the next one.
Let's scroll down. Just scroll down. Scroll next page. Let's choose one of those. You're on number 6.
Okay. The next one is children grow bilingual. The marriage naturally creates a family advantage by giving kids 2 languages and cultures.
A lot of you guys that have kids by women from different cultures, you can attest to that. The fact that your child can be raised in an environment that the child will benefit of having more than one language.
More than one passport. More
True.
than 2 passports, actually.
True.
Absolutely.
True.
We are absolutely agreeing. I told Ray that's one of my dreams. If I have kids in the future, I would like. If I got kids in the future, I definitely want my kids speak 3 languages by the age of 10.
Yeah.
You know, mine, my husband, in another language.
Whatever country we're living in. Yeah.
The opportunity that I didn't get, like have multiple passports just the day that I was born. Just like have many options out there on the table, and start and see different culture, different things in life, different languages, and see the world another perspective. That to me is like that's our gift to our kids.
Yeah,
like they have options.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? There's, and when I see those TikTok of a baby, they got like babies and people, they got 4 and 5 passport and really good passport, like the US, Denmark, for example, or German, or I would like you got gold in your hands when I see that,
because you have so many options, especially the way the world is today.
Options. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a real good point.
To me, that's amazing gift for your kid. Like have a different options in the world. That's great. And he can speak and he can, he can if he decides to, for example, if you got a kid here, live for a short-term time in the States, or live in another country, or live in Colombia, he got that option.
I give a perfect example of that. Kobe Bryant. Many of us know that Kobe Bryant, even though he's American, he was raised in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
He is fluent in Italian, and with his wife, he learned Spanish. A lot of people, even though we see Kobe throughout the season, playing basketball, doing interviews, spending time with his family and his kids in the States, I recently found out just a couple years ago that his best friends that Kobe hung out with in just a regular life, outside of the basketball seasons, were still in Italy. So when Kobe wanted to wind down, chill, play pool, laugh, giggle, just have some fun, it was not in the States where he would lean on his homeboys. Kobe's dogs were back in Italy. His family gave him those options to where he could be successful in one country and still have the language, the passports, the opportunities, and his friends in another country. Absolutely. And that's what the benefits that we're talking about we want to have with our children when it comes to different countries, different passports, different languages. Kobe Bryant is a perfect example.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah. We still miss Kobe. We got here a question. Face card say, Dre, are you serious about many Afro-Colombians practicing the witchcraft? If so, what percentage do you would say? And that's a part, you guys, because this is something that we talk about with respect, but it happens. It happens, and not just, I'm not saying as a Colombian, I hear more of men or Afro-Colombian men, like, you gotta be careful with this if you go to sometimes in Colombia, because that's part of the culture. You know, and let me make this clear to not confusing. Witchcraft is different. It's different than African religion or Yoruba religion. Okay, we just is totally, it's two different things. Okay, so now you no. Okay, but it happens, and the percentage, we would say allow maybe 40% of women.
40%.
40% of women, and not just only Black people. I mean, white people or mestizo, like my color. Yeah, they practice that too, or they go into this type of, how to say, wish, or
witchcraft or spiritualism.
Yeah, but it's end of the day that's not worth it at all. And
right.
We see that.
Yeah, so you might want to ask the person whom you're with what their religious beliefs are.
Yeah, what their religious beliefs.
No matter what race, do remember most of South America is a Catholic continent anyway. So the predominant beliefs here are Catholic, then Christian, then every other belief kind of like fall up under its own umbrella, from Islamic to Buddhism to spiritual to the African religions that they still hold to prior to slavery. And then you got those that practice true witchcraft. Just like you got witches in the States, a percentage of witches that are growing in the States, you have a percentage down here.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's just like, it's really good to know that and investigate what type of religion, what type of beliefs she got. It's important too. Okay, the next one is healthier eating and lifestyle.
Yes.
Marrying into another culture often introduce men to a healthier diets and less processed food.
Absolutely correct. You see how Andrea is always on me when it comes to making sure that we eat healthy here, eat healthy there, make sure we take our vitamins, pills, make sure that we still exercise, drink our waters, those things. So those unexpected benefits of being with a foreign woman and being in foreign countries when it comes to healthier foods, very little to no GMOs in the food. The foods are expected to grow old, whereas in the United States they put stuff in there so the food could last longer. In many countries, if a banana is supposed to last 5 days, it only lasts 5 days. If an apple or a pear is expected to last 10 days, it only lasts those 10 days. It's not 20 and 30 days. And so it's those
20 days of banana?
No, no, baby. I'm just using an example. I'm just
okay.
yeah. I'm just, no, banana for 20 days. No, I said 5 days with a banana. I said an apple maybe 20 days. And but yeah, no, not even. You can't even get a watermelon that long because watermelons start to break down after so many days as well. But you want to be in a country where the food, the diet is better. A statistic I came across a few years back, man, that men that relocate outside of the United States because of dietary and pollution, meaning noise pollution and other forms of pollution, live on average 7 to 10 years longer than men that live in the United States. Men that marry women this is a stat I already knew about. I read that today too. Men that marry women that are outside or foreign women, we live about on average just through to the marriage. Now, you guys that aren't getting married and you live in other countries, you have the opportunity to live at least 7 to 10 more years than a guy that lives in the United States. Compared to, and add on top of that, a man that's married or in a solidified relationship, a good relationship with a foreign woman, you're living on average 2 to 3 more years past the average American guy. And don't forget your thought, babe. The last one is a man that marries a younger woman lives longer than a man that marries a woman his age when it comes to foreign women. I'll say that again. When you marry foreign women, men that marry women that are younger, like I did, you may not have to go as young, but that are younger, will outlive men that marry women that are close to your own age. And so, and one of the reasons we often hear is that younger women help a man stays young with that adventure, that vigor of life. You're a perfect example. That was just amazing. You know, I'm from Tampa, Busch Gardens. You know, I'm used to seeing all the animals, and I've been on the animal safaris. And if you've ever been in Tampa, you know that we have one of the best zoos in the United States. So I'm used to seeing all the amazing animals from around the world. But it was being an older guy and being with a younger wife and being in the zoo in Pereira. Because there's no D. I don't know why I keep saying D Pereira, but it's I don't roll the tongue. Pereira. You
Americans got river.
I say Pereira.
Pereira.
It should be Pereira because there's no D. Okay. There's 2 R's. Okay. So in Pereira.
No, it's 1 R.
No, 2 E's. It's 2 E's.
No, señor.
Pereira
is this.
P.
Pereira. Yes,
thank you.
You're right. Yeah, it's 2 E. But see, the R is just 1 R.
Right.
Pereira.
No, I thought it was P E.
You handwrite it so.
I thought it was R. Okay.
Pereira. Yes, 1 R.
Okay.
In 2 E.
Okay. Thanks for correcting me, babe. And shout out to my man, the Canadian brothers being in the building with the $2 Canadian dollar. Shout out to our brother being here.
Told this guy where I'm from. He said, "Oh, Canada."
Shout out to you being here, Black Nubian. Okay, so as I was saying, but to see Andrea in the zoo and her seeing the giraffes for the first time, and her seeing the hyenas for the first time, and the beautiful leopards and the beautiful elephants, and seeing her reaction and how she always wanted to see the elephants. That is the benefit that us older men get to kind of like relive those moments of appreciation for things that we take for granted. Those are some of the ways that help us stay younger, by looking at life through the lens of our younger women. Thank you, T-Mac. I'm not crazy. 2 R's in Pereira.
Pereira.
Yeah. I spell it P-E-R.
I'm Colombia.
Thank you. Thank you. You see, us foreigners got it right.
Pereira. Yes, you're right.
Thank you.
Pereira.
Shout out to the foreigners.
You know why? I'm
Andre
sorry.
and T-Mac.
I'm apologize. I'm enough woman to say I'm apologize. You know what? Because caleños, we always eat one.
R.
Yeah, it's like Coca-Cola. Caleños, we don't say Coca-Cola. We say Coca-Cola. You see, we always eat some
letters.
Yeah. I'm apologize. I
We
know.
got her, Bobby. We got it.
Pereira. You say
Peña.
Pereira. Yeah, he's right. Pereira. Yeah.
Oh, he right, but I wasn't right, huh?
Huh?
Oh, I was right too.
No. I'm apologize too, babe.
Thank
I
you.
mean, no
I
one to
appreciate
say
that.
I'm apologize.
Yes, you are. You do apologize. I appreciate that, babe.
Yeah.
This is a woman of accountability. I give Andrea that.
Yeah, because we sometimes we speak Caleños, we speak and we think that's the correct word, and no. Sometimes
Shout
we
out
miss.
to T-Mac.
Yeah. So actually, Colombia is especially no, don't do that. No, especially when you got that Migración Colombia stamp. No.
I know, right? Shout out to all 67 in the building. Appreciate you guys being here. Tonight's topic is about the unexpected benefits that men get for being with dating, mating, and marrying foreign women compared to back home.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But one of the things that
James say, "Wow, did she apologize or say I'm sorry?" Yes, Andrea has no problem with apologizing at all.
Yeah, we gotta recognize that I make a mistake. But yes, you guys. For example, the when we went to the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I was taking for granted, like, if we going, we're going. If we're not going, we're not going. That's what. Here? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, but when I saw the elephants, I was like, no words. I didn't have any words to explain the feeling that I had when I saw the elephants and the giraffe, because we got only one giraffe in Colombia. That is so sad. And I told Dre, when we go to another country and everything, one of my things or my dreams is to see more animals and more creation of God. And that's what I want to do. If we're going to Spain or we're going to any country, I want to see more animals, because that's something that we enjoy. And for example, we got that experience to tell, like, babe, this zoo is better than the Santo Domingo Zoo. Or yeah, that was the one that we like. No.
We love Santo Domingo, but the zoo,
no.
That was the worst.
Yeah. I wanted to visit a Cuba one because either. The animals is in bad conditions right now.
Yeah.
So yeah. But it was fun. It was fun. I read someone here to say about here. Okay, thank you, Blanuvia, for your Cash App.
Yes, sir.
And he say, don't forget about the background check and a private investigator consultant, Ray.
Yes.
About what? About the girls?
Scroll. Don't forget about the background check and the hiring
private investigator.
For what? For what, Kenny? Let us know. Give us clarity.
Yeah. What's going on with you?
Nothing. I'm just getting comfortable in the chair.
Okay. Black chairman, he say Busch Gardens, and I definitely want to see Busch Garden too. Is literally because a lot of Colombians, they can't pronounce literally. Around the corner from my crib, I pass
exactly where you are.
I pass it every single day to work. Oh my god.
Yeah. So,
but for example, if you date a Colombiana who likes this type of activity, like go to the zoo or go to see aquariums, you guys say that for granted, like it is what it is. But for us, it's like, that's beautiful. That is connection with the nature, with the animals. Is absolutely beautiful. Okay, James say, Andrea, please give me that fat because I will put that on a shirt. Marry a younger woman, has an older man, live longer.
True.
And I will create memes, signs, and song.
Yes, it's true. It's definitely true. And I discovered that a couple years ago too.
And I also Okay, that's good.
Shout out to my man Necro in the building.
What is a very feminine, even apologizing for nerd feminine woman for the win.
For the win, yes, sir. I am FF in the building. Shout out to you.
But also, I think you guys live longer because you have a better, how do you say, babe? A better humor, better
Sense of humor.
But also you feel motivated when you date with younger person.
True.
You feel motivated. You take care of your health. You take care of not look silly or pretend like you're 20 again. No, but you worry more about go to the gym, take care of your health, go to the doctor. Be on top of those things.
Because your woman look young, you want to look young too. You see what I'm saying? To where if your woman was your age, both of y'all big, you ain't really tripping. But when your woman is looking good and younger, you tell yourself, you know what? Let me go and get in the gym and look good for my woman, and we can both look good together.
Yeah, for example, I received a compliment the other day. I told Dre that was talking with one of my friends, and I said, Andre, this year he is gonna hit 58, and he was like, I can't believe that you're telling me. I literally thought that Andre was like 40 something, like 40, 46, 47. Say no, he's gonna turn 58. And he said, Andre, I never, if you don't say it, I never imagined that Andre is in her middle 50s, almost 60. Like he looks super, super young. And not just the way that he looks, it's his energy. I feel like Andre is younger than he age. So I say, yeah, absolutely. That's thanks to me too, because
Shout out to Andre with the healthy food, take care of her man.
Yeah.
Keep the stress down. Seriously, some people can stress you out. That's even in the Bible. The one thing that I can say, the one thing that I can say that I can add on to younger women help older men stay young is because, and I never said this to Andrea or to any of you guys, the things that move Andrea, I see don't move me that easy. It lets me see that as an older guy, it ain't that serious. See, if I was with an older woman and me an older man, we both probably stress about the same thing. So now we tripping because we're the same age. But when I sit back and I see Andrea might be stressing on something, right? As a younger woman, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I've been there, done that. I could tell you how it's going to end. You're going to be all right. It lets me know that I really don't. It lets me see that I've matured as a person, that I don't let stuff move me as a man like it used to when I was 35 or maybe even 41 or 42. You just start to look through the eyes of the younger person and think like, man, I've come a long way. Because I remember when I was that young, I would have let something, right? I would let that kind of like move me, and I would get upset about that. But now you sit up there and I watch Andrea go through something, and she just go like, and I'm looking like,
yeah, you have been going through so many things. Absolutely.
Yeah. When you've gone through so much in life, you look at your younger mate as almost like a barometer, a measurement of like, man, I've really grown up, or I've really come a long way, or man, I remember how that used to impact me, and it doesn't. But when you got somebody your same age, or just a couple years younger, you don't get a chance to really celebrate how much you've matured because they have grown up along with you. And you really can't see the change, because if you're 50 and your girl is 47 or 45, you're really around the same age. So you really can't celebrate your growth. But when your woman is younger, you start to kind of notice how mature you really are. And you kind of proud of yourself. This is the first, I'm serious, this is the first time I've ever said this to you guys. I've ever said this to Andrea, is that when I look through life through Andrea's lens, it lets me know how far I've gone. I know I got a long way to go with this thing called life, but it still lets me know that, man, I don't get moved by stuff that may move her. Now, Andrea doesn't get moved by a lot of stuff, but she still does get moved by things that don't impact me anymore. And some of you guys can attest to this. some of you guys in other countries that are dating foreign women and they're younger, you can tell that you just don't get moved by stuff, and you're calmer about handling situations compared to your younger counterpart.
We always say like the other day, like I'm the black cat and Andre is the golden. What do you say? The golden retriever.
You know what? That's a good way. Andre is the black cat. I'm the golden retriever. Live long, faithful. You know, golden retrievers, they got your back in every way.
Thank you, Elise. Hashtag blood don't crack. I always
Yes,
say
sir.
that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, absolutely.
Shout out to my man Rapstar in the building with the $10 love.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Great topic.
We're in number 7.
We're at number 7.
Okay, 7. We're going to hit number 7?
Yeah, we're going to hit number 7. You just did number 6.
Okay.
So we got 4 to go.
Okay. Which one you want to
I like number 10.
Okay, the next one. Okay, we got a bunch here, but I say the next one is not trophy wife mentality. They don't typically treat marriage as a status game or a step toward independence from the man.
True. The one thing I notice about Colombia women, I don't care how they look, short, tall, no matter what age, for the most part. Now you're gonna find some women that I'm a diva, I'm trophy. That's no matter where you go in the world. But for the most part, I find that women, just by my experience, and maybe some of you guys can attest to this, that most Colombian women don't look at marriage like, look at me, girl. They look at it like, okay, there's still work to do. Okay, now I'm married, I've got work to do. We got a family to grow together. We got responsibilities.
Yeah.
Okay, he's expecting this from me. I'm expecting this from him. Okay, here come the kids, or we want to travel, or we want to buy some property. We've got work to do. You know, like we say in the States, roll up your sleeves and pull up your boots because there's work to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I find most Colombian women think. They're not really thinking like, I don't have to do anything. I'm a diva. I could just sit here and he does all the work. Like I said, no matter where you go in the world, there's a certain amount of divas, no matter where you go. But I can say for the most part, South American women automatically know, okay, now I'm in a relationship with him. Now it's time to get to work.
Absolutely. I mean, and I see that a lot. Like,
shout out to Ronan.
Yeah, like Colombian women, like when we get married, it's like now we start the business.
Right.
Now we start the business to build this family, to build this home and everything, and have a teamwork here. But yeah, it's just like, it's not just marriage status.
Mm-hmm.
Because let me tell you this, you guys, and I told this to Dre. For example, when it comes to here in Colombia, you're looking for a job, they give more priority to a person who is married, who is that. Why? Because for a company means like you have been married for how many years? 8, 10 years. Okay, that means that you are a stable person. That you are a stable person, that you are married, you got kids, you know? So you definitely a person who is compromised with the company. And the single person who just came out of college or something, you know, they pass to a second or third option. But when it comes to married and what? I can't wait to marry a young, beautiful Colombiana, please. Please, we say
Two
that.
O's, no
Colombiana.
U's.
It means a O and another A. Okay.
Yeah, you are missing an A and an O.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're missing a O after the L, and you're missing an A after the B.
Yeah.
Oh, and no, he's missing an A after the N. Colombiana.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yes, you guys. So, for example, here, and like or not, when you are married and you are married for longer, that means you're a stable person. That means that you are someone who people can hire you.
It's like that in the States. It's kind of funny that you would say that. A lot of people don't realize that in the States, it's just, and I think that's a global thing. People trust couples more, or married people more than they trust single people. Statistics show, I forget what the percentage, man. It's high. It's like a 70 to 80% business success rate for men that are married than men that are not married. Everybody knows that men that are married, another stat that guys that are single don't want to admit, single men pass on sooner than men that are married. Married men tendency, I mean good marriage. I ain't talking about trashy marriages. I'm talking about the average good marriage. Tend to live longer, tend to make more money, and I forgot about this one statistic. Married men, when it comes to careers, because they're so stable, like if you're a plumber, you're stable in your career, or you're HVAC, or you're a person that went to school to be an attorney, or a person that was a teacher. They say married men are so focused in their business or in career endeavors, it is equivalent to getting a master's degree or going after a master's degree in how serious you are about your business or career endeavors. Now, I'm not saying that you can't accomplish these things being single. We all know better than that. But they're saying statistically, men are more prone to take business, marriage, education, and careers a lot more serious in marriages, of course, with kids, than single men often do, and live longer, and they take their health a lot more serious because they realize they want to be around for their grandkids compared to single men that may not have kids or anything like that. But I wrote down something real quick. The other thing that keeps a lot of women in South America from thinking like they're a trophy wife is because they didn't cover my trophy family. She can holler, I'm diva all she want, until you take her back to her family, and her grandmama gonna treat her like you ain't nobody special. Her mama gonna treat her like that. Her sister's gonna treat her like you ain't nobody special in this family. Girl, if you don't get in that kitchen, we about to make some more arepas. Go and put the apron on. Am I lying?
Arepas.
like when you go over your grandma's house, whether your dad's mom or your mom's mom, no woman is sitting around like, I'm a diva, I'm the queen. Girl, you gonna be in there cooking?
You gotta peel the plantains and everything, the onions. Yeah, absolutely. That means that you are a functional woman, that you are a good wife.
Right. So one of the things that keeps that trophy wife mentality away from a lot of women is because they know they can't do that around their families and their real friends. They can only do that diva thing around you because you don't know any better. But after a while, you'll catch on to the fact that no, her family doesn't even know that her family doesn't even have divas in it, and she's got plenty of family members that look just like her or even better than her, and they aren't divas. So that's another thing that you guys have to realize. Shout out to my man Richard Moore being in the building as well. Got a couple of super chats to scroll up to as well.
Second, there we go. This one. Dimays, he say your cologne game was on point. It was good seeing you at the conclave. We have a similar taste in cologne.
Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Shout out to class 7.
We got another comment for Richard, and he say, "What's up, fam? Yo, Dre. You have a good wife. Definitely happy for you, man. And yes, she will keep you younger. That's why I get my ass away from the aging states."
For real. For real. Stay away from the aging states, the ones that are getting older.
Yes, sir.
All right, number 8.
Number 8. Let's see. Okay, number 8 is he's a home. Perhaps more surprising, fewer unnecessary arguments, nagging, or tests, making home truly a sanctuary.
Yes, when you are with the right white woman with the when you're with the white woman, but when she could be white, but when you're with the right woman from another country, one of the things that you'll notice that there is not unnecessary gripes, not unnecessary arguments, not unnecessary nagging. Now, some of you guys, let's be real. Andre and I here, barbershop talk. Some of you guys like problematic women.
Oh yeah.
You like women that's mouthy. You like women that come with the bad attitude, mood. You like the women that go through your phone. You like the women that's gonna put you through extra drama where you going, where you at, because you think that's love. Let's be real. I didn't say all of us. Some of us do. So let's be real. Some of y'all look for Colombianas and Latinas and Asian women that's gonna put you through some headaches because that's gonna prove her love. Because that's probably how you were raised or however it is. So we're not talking about you guys. We understand that you guys exist and that's your thing. But we're talking about us average dudes, us mere mortals. Us average dudes love the fact that with foreign women, it ain't that extra drama of her trying to prove that she an independent queen. The extra drama of her proving that I'm a boss B and I don't need no man. I want a man, but I don't need you. That extra drama that you just ain't trying to deal with, the peace that you get when it comes to a foreign woman that has come from a family of people that have gone through and this is very important what I'm about to say, guys, that comes from a family of people that have gone through and still deal with the ups and downs of life without separating. That's very important to me. It was very important to me to look at Andrea's dad's side and saw the relationships that didn't end just because I don't like you no more. On her mom's side, to see the relationships that didn't end after storms of life happened and the couples were still together. I needed to see that in her family. Because if she couldn't be in a family or come from a family that could handle storms of life and that nobody is perfect, how am I supposed to be with a woman that expects me to be so perfect? I'm not a perfect dude, and Andrea's not a perfect woman. And she comes from a family of people that don't try to be perfect. And yet they're still together with 20 plus year marriages, 30 plus year marriages, till the death do you part on dad's side with grandma, on mom's side with grandma was death to granddad part. And so when I see on both sides that the grandmothers stayed with their husbands to the day that these guys died, good, bad, or indifference, the wives who are married for the most part are still with their husbands, good, bad, or indifference. The uncles are still with their wife. When you see these dynamics, it makes you feel a lot more comfortable with the fact, okay, my wife 9 times out of 10, when storms of life happens, will be able to ride them out with me because, or in other words, what we're talking about number 8 is the peace that she gives me to know that if everything is going right, she's okay with me having peace. When everything is going wrong and I need to focus on things, she gives me peace through that. She's not nagging. She's not berating or trying to put me down or try to tear me down, because that's not what she's seen in her family. That goes back to what I was saying before. Guys, you have to vet the family too. I'm telling you, everything that you're going to benefit from that woman in 3 years, 5 years, 7 years from now that you don't see, it's all going to come from whether it's in her family and whether she receives it from her family to give it to you. But if it's not her family, she won't receive that peace to give to you because her family doesn't know anything about that.
Now replace that you.
He still misspelled Colombia. Colombiana. What's with the U? 2 O's. Remember, guys, Colombia. 2 O's, no U's. 2 O's, no U's. You're making Andrea extremely upset. If you ever want to upset Colombian people, go ahead. Keep on misspelling the name of their country. Just like them spelling America with 3 K's. Y'all wouldn't like that, would y'all? Y'all wouldn't like if they spelled America with 3 K's.
Why do they do that?
They don't. But if they, I mean, we do. Black people do.
Okay, you guys can say that because you were born over there.
Right, but for a foreign country to spell America with 3 K's, we would be offended. That's
Yeah.
how Colombians feel when we spell Colombia with a U.
Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia. Colombia.
Okay. Tim, I say I like my piece, so I have to. Okay, so I have to. Okay, I have had to show a couple women the door when they disturb my piece.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I'm in the same way. Yeah.
Ron is Theo's stupid.
What did you say?
Theo said, "I thought the U.S. was spelled with three K's." KK, for real. Shout out to all 71 in the building. Make sure you guys click the like button. Shout out to all you guys that are watching from Andrea Wallace TV as well. All you guys over there.
Okay. The next one.
Number 9.
Number 9. You choose.
Okay. I like number 8. I like that one for number 9. Marriage equals family, not business deal.
For many, marriage is about legacy and togetherness, no contracts and financial negotiations. But in the legal way, the legal words, marriage is a contract.
Correct.
It's a contract that we sign, that we legally marry.
Right.
Yeah, but after that, absolutely, it's a teamwork. I always say marriage is a teamwork all the time. And I discussed this with Dre in our days in the coffee region, because I say, babe, I mean, no, that 50-50 in the marriage just because when you divorce, but when you marry, that 50-50 never works. No. Why? Because sometimes I'm 80%, you are 20%. You don't feel that it's not your day, financially it's not your month, those things. Or sometimes I feel I'm 40 and he's 60%. So it's always like that in every stage of your marriage. Like sometimes like, boo, I just broke my diet and you are doing great. So I'm 20 right now, you 80. Stuff like that, you guys. So absolutely, it's always a teamwork. It's never, when it comes to be married, it's never 50-50, even financials. No, it's the days always change. Like, and I thought we discussed this about that you are happy in life. You are happy married. And I would say this is Andrea's opinion.
Oh, we're talking about happiness?
Yeah, happiness. Happiness is, for me, is a moment. It's just like a temporary feeling.
That's how I look at it.
I'm happy when I eat my favorite ice cream. I'm happy when I told Dre, for example, when we went to a coffee shop that for years I wanted back in Santa Rosa, and we finally made it. And we went over there drinking coffee and some pastries, desserts. And I was really happy over there. I told Dre, I feel really happy because we are in a place that I want to be with you and enjoy this place and be this town. It just made me happy. But like people say, you happy forever? No, I will say you peace. And I told this to Dre. For me, peace is more important. For me, peace that we have in our house, in our marriage, even though that we got disagreements, that we don't have the best days, but we are in peace. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand. For example, when they ask me like, how is your marriage? And I say, Dre never gave me any drama, or I don't give it any drama or stuff like that. Like, I'm not a drama person, never been like that. So I don't want a drama guy next to me.
Yeah,
a dramatic guy. So that's not for me. That no, I don't like fights. I don't like yells. I don't like toxicity in my house. So in that case, I told Dre, I'm in peace. That I can say that I'm in peace 24/7 since I got, let's say, the moment that we start dating, I'm in peace. I was in peace before, but in my relationship, including the months that we lived together before married, create that relationship and everything in general, I'm in peace. That not every day we feeling happy, no, but I mean, I can tell by my experience that I've been in peace, and that is more important, you guys, because a lot of people in the marriage and the relationship, they struggle, they feel anxiety, they feel anger.
I don't like your tea bag.
I'm talking about this is, I don't know, like Dre said, I'm a totally person back in the day. Yeah, I'm glad you did, babe, because I can handle dramatic people. I don't like drama in my life. But yes, you guys, I can tell that. I said happiness is just like when, for example, you told me I sold this amount of books. I feel happy for Dre, and I said thanks to the Lord that everything was great, that he back home safely and everything, and we back home to this 3 or 4 day trip. So I'm feeling happy, but not like every day. No. That's a story that Disney for women, they told us to us.
And I like how Andrea said, in our home, happiness is not the most important thing, but peace is. Happiness comes and goes.
Yeah.
But we try to protect each other's peace. And I know I'm going to say something I never said to Andrea or to you guys. Andrea and I have a habit that we don't notice, and I noticed it over the last couple of days. We have a habit of not protecting each other's happiness, but we are in the habit of protecting each other's peace. And I'll tell you what I mean. We'll say something to make sure that our tone, I'm not saying that we're watering something down or that we're saying it soft spoken so we doesn't hurt somebody's feelings. I'm not saying that, because we got a Scorpio over here and a Libra that big ego and a Scorpio. So we don't care about hurting anybody's feelings, right? But we do care about hurting somebody's peace. So Andrea and I make sure that when we say something, it has a certain tone. And sometimes we don't say something because we know if we say something, it's going to hurt that person's feelings. It'll be times when Andrea will say something to me and she can see from my eyes I don't agree, or in that moment I'm busy. But I know to keep the peace, let my eyes talk, keep my mouth shut, and we'll discuss it later. Andrea does this. She did that to me today. I was telling Andrea, and I said, babe, I don't know if you realize, but the washing machine stopped. Andrea had been washing clothes all day because we're back from our trip. Last thing Andrea wanted to think about at that moment was a washing machine. I could see it on her face. Don't be telling me about no washing machine. I've been washing all day, right? She could have easily said that and interrupted my peace. But we are in the habit of, even if we have that look on our face, we don't say anything or don't use a tone to interrupt the next person's peace. So Andrea subconsciously protects my peace. I subconsciously protect her peace. Sometimes by how I say things, or sometimes with us not saying anything at all, just giving that look and just keeping our mouth shut. Because if we say something, we might offend that person unnecessarily because it ain't that serious. So we're very protective of each other's peace in our home.
Yeah, I think you need to, and I told you this right now that you mentioned that, and even I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Bible say that, and even the pastor explained this, like, and I was like, when you say pastor, it's right. I'm with you. I'm 100% agree with you, because he said, I know that here, he was praying to the church, like, I know there are here a lot of hurt men, especially husbands. They cheating, or they have any type of addiction, or the marriage is not working well. And he said, and the wives are complaining, why my husband is like this? Why he never tell me something? Why he just keep his mouth shut? His mouth silent. You know,
Well, shut.
yeah. But he said, but you know why? Because when a man feels vulnerable, or he got stuff in his mind, he feel no, I'm not gonna say depressed, but he got a lot of pressure, and he shared those vulnerable moments to his wife. And what is a lot of wives do is start to or laughing like you're not mad enough, or when they have a disagreement slash fight, she used that information, that vulnerable moment, that secret that I shared to you. Let's say like you shared to your wife that you have a traumatic situation with your mom, for example, or in your childhood, and you still got that pain in your soul, and you share that information to your wife, and when it comes to a fight or something, she knew about that, and she knew that that's gonna, if I say something, if I use the information, I'm gonna hurt you. So she used that information to hurt her man. And the pastor say, women, wives, that's one of the worst mistakes that you can do in your marriage. You think you are doing great, but you're not doing anything. What you causing is that man is tired of you and cause a divorce, or he
look for
and I'm
another
not gonna
woman.
justify, but he's gonna find another woman. So I say that's right. I absolutely agree what you said. Absolutely agree what you said. When you say like we are protectors of our peace, exactly. And I told you guys a lot of times. Andre shared to me a lot of things on his past. And I never, until this day that we're doing this live stream in a disagreement, I never use his past or stuff that happens to his family or whatever he did in the past to hurt him or make him feel bad, or make him feel like how do you say minimize?
Minimize, yeah.
Minimize, exactly. No, never. I never. I think that is I think first of all is what should I say? I'm not gonna say manipulator.
Yeah, that is a way of manipulating the situation to make you feel like you're
but
right.
That's really childless.
Childish.
Absolutely. So that's a part that I'm not agree with, and that's why when you know things about this, especially for women, just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, and it goes for us men too. There's times where you just keep your mouth shut, keep the peace in the house, because we'd rather have peace than to prove our point. If especially if it's something that's not that important. Now, if it's something that's really important, okay, you're gonna have the discussion. But sometimes people are just picky and just picking, just like picking at you all the time. And now that disturbs your peace. But we don't do that, man. We really don't. Yeah, I like what Ben said, emasculate, take away his manhood. When you talk about his past to him.
Exactly. So when he say like the person who can hurt more than anybody else to a man is his own wife, because why know his secrets, why knows how things are, they're non-negotiable for him to discuss or something. Wives know your weak point, that we call your weak point. So that we explain to, and I say I'm absolutely agree with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, can you say, oh, finally, yes, that's the right Colombiana, exactly.
Finally.
Finally. Yes, sir. Can you say, what I was saying was you were to do a background check on a young lady and her family by interview and I don't know what it is.
Interviewing her, interviewing an ask article or ask critical questions. An ask critical question.
Okay. Why are you still betting then before you get involved with her family?
True. And the benefits about Colombia is, and really South American countries, you get a chance to meet the family earlier. So if you really don't want to take that person as serious, if things you kind of look at it like, I don't think I can do this. At least you get a chance to meet the families early with Colombian families, instead of like we do in the States, like a person will introduce you to their fiance, like they've been dating that person for 3 years, and all of a sudden now y'all finally meet that person.
Wow.
In America, we're very famous for that. You are not going to meet their family early.
His side chick.
Yeah, you're not going to meet the family. You're not going to meet that person's kids.
Okay.
I know women that have been messing with dudes, and This is very common in the States. For a woman to mess with a dude for 2 or 3 years, the dude has never met the kids until maybe a month or two before the wedding. And so the kids are like, Mom, you getting married to who? This is going to be your daddy. Like, who is this dude? We've never seen. How long you been with him? 3 years. Wait a minute, Mom. You've been with this dude for 3 years. We have never seen him, never heard of him. You've never brought him around, and you're about to marry him in 2 months? That is very common in the States. Very, very common. We like to hide, people until, I don't know, last minute. We got 2 more.
Okay.
I like I like the number 14.
14?
That's
okay.
You. That's you right there.
Okay, right there. Okay, the next one is more parity in relocation. They're usually more open to moving abroad
or overseas.
Yeah. Or building a new life outside the U.S. if needed.
Absolutely correct. Foreign women are more open to relocating to another country than American or Canadian women. You try to tell an American woman, babe, we got good money, we both work online, we got investments, we got properties. Let's think about living in another country. I ain't going nowhere. Where we gonna leave? I ain't going. My mama here, my cousin here. Some of you guys that I met over the years, they've actually married foreign women. Took the foreign woman to America. She became so Americanized that now he can't take her on. Now she doesn't want to go on vacation anywhere. For example, you met a woman in Brazil. You guys travel everywhere across the world, right? No problems. Soon as you took her home, or a woman from DR, y'all traveled everywhere, or a woman from Mongolia. And y'all traveled everywhere. I'm
going to Mongolia.
I'm going Mongolia. You got you a Mongolian woman.
Sierra
Right.
Leone.
No. We going to Mongolia, right? we going up there. Okay.
Mongolia.
Mongolia with
double O.
Mongolia. Okay, you in Mongolia, right? You meet you a Mongolian baddie. Y'all travel everywhere. As soon as you bring it back to the States, suddenly she doesn't want to go to any other country. Y'all can travel to 50 states, but she is not. And a lot of guys I know, and this is true, and I mean these are true stories that I know of guys that I've talked to personally. They are so depressed, not because she became Americanized and divorced him, but because she became Americanized and never want to travel outside of America again. So now these guys feel stuck. Like, I got a passport. I love to travel. I love to see different places. That's what we were doing when we first met. And then when I took her to the United States, she does not want to travel anywhere.
Because all the places safer.
Yes, right. But at the end of the day, it's sad. To whereas most foreign women have no problem with living in the country other than the United States. Everybody doesn't want to come to the States and just live forever and go through y'all Donald Trump bad food issues. Some people like Andre and I, we just visit the States, but to spend like the next 40, 50 years and
And actually you can't either. You know what? Because to become a Colombian citizen, you can't be outside of Colombia for 2 years.
2 years. Yep. That's another thing a lot of guys don't realize. If you are I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I knew that.
Because you are a resident visa holder.
Yep.
Only why.
If you have a resident visa, you cannot be away from Colombia. Now, even if you come back to Colombia for 1 day, but you cannot be away from Colombia more than 2 years. So I can't come to Colombia, get my resident visa, and or you guys get your resident investment visa, and you don't come back to Colombia for 7 years. You can't do that. You have to come back for at least 1 or 2 days to, get the stamp on there, and then you can go back to whatever country you want to. But with the resident visa, like if I was a citizen already, I could be where I want to be. But as a resident, I have to be here at least one day within the 2-year window. She's absolutely correct. Shout out to Theo once again.
Yeah, let me see. Tio say, go to admit my Japanese wife hated the US, wanted to travel everywhere else, UK, Cuba, Brazil, Namibia, New Zealand. She saw Baltimore and it damaged her.
I don't blame her. I think you did that on purpose. Let me go and take her.
I'm going to Philly.
Yeah, let me take Andrea to Philly. Take her to Baltimore. Take her south side Chicago. Take her to the east side Detroit.
Andrea, what is this?
The real America.
This is the real
America. That stuff that you see in Miami, that ain't the real America. Like I showed her Tampa the other day, and she was like, "Wow, it's so beautiful. It's so wonderful in Tampa." Yeah, that's Tampa. That's Florida. Any place in Florida for the most part is going to be decent or nice. But when you get to like Savannah, Georgia, even though Savannah, Georgia is really pretty, Savannah, Georgia, or when you get to some of the Carolinas and you start working your way up east, up to some of the barrios in New York, or instead of going to New York, take her to Jersey. So instead, take her to Jersey. No, don't take her to Bronx. She don't want to see that.
No.
Take her to Jersey. Let her see the real East Coast. Take her to Philly, be more. Take her to Pittsburgh. Take her to Cleveland. Then Andrea get a chance to see, the real America. Shout out to my man Aiken in the building. So yeah, a lot of women. Theo's absolutely correct. A lot of women are cool with visiting the States, but as far as like living there for life, some of you. Let's put it like this. Before we go to the last one, some of you guys are making the mistake of assuming that when you get with that woman, she wants to move back to your country in Canada or UK. A lot of women don't. So make sure that if you want her to move back to your home country, that you have a understanding with her. Number two, if you are a traveling couple like we are, make sure that she understands that when we move to the States, we're still going to be traveling. So yeah, we can move to the States, boo, but we are still going to be traveling, because I kid you not, one of the saddest testimonies I get, I know at least 6 guys, I kid you not, 6 guys that I know that have girlfriends or wives back in the United States, that as soon as they got back to the States, they didn't want to travel anymore. And these guys are either traveling by themselves, or they might travel once every 2 years, compared to when they were outside the States, they travel once every 2 months.
I hope that never happens. We live in any country.
That ain't gonna happen. I'll be traveling by myself.
No.
I'm not living.
Let's say like, for example, or Singapore, or country that they are super modern, stuff like that. It's just like I that's what I say. I hope that never happens to me, like you said, because I really want to see the world. If I would want to Cuba, that it was one of my list countries, on your bucket list. Absolutely, I say at least once in my life, I need to see Cuba, and I already know that it's not gonna be the dreaming, because I'm conscious of the situation out there, but I want to see the island.
Yeah, it was great. It was really good.
It
was better than what we expected, because we went to the other side.
Yeah. We experienced the visitors and the resident
perspective.
Yes, sir.
True. Shout out to Richard.
It like, to me, I can't believe it that people like just stuck in the States and like never traveled, for example, to Paris. Like, it's just beautiful. It's just gorgeous, all the history and stuff.
That's so true.
Tima say my Japanese ex-wife loves to travel. It was the only thing that we have in common. She loves to travel and try new foods.
That's us.
That's Andrea and Andrea.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait a second. Okay, the last one.
Okay, let's see what the last one is.
Oh, this is very important. The last one is encouragement or male dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of competing.
Instead of competing.
Thank you. Instead. Oh, my God. Many foreign wives push their husband to pursue their visions and goals.
That's a good one to end with. Instead of competing with you, many foreign wives will push you to go after your visions, your dreams, your goals. Shout out to class 6, class 7, class 6.5, and Theo's classes. If you got anybody special on your side, that woman should be pushing you to get your certifications.
That's a woman's job.
Yeah.
That's a wife's job. That's a husband job and a wife's job. And like I told Dre like last year that you guys know about the channels, and when he was writing the books and everything, you know, and you notice, you guys, that I don't like what Dre do longer live streams because I know that he's missing his sleep time. And but last year I know that he was super concentrating on the books, that I'll say, you know what, I won't say anything. It's he wants to finish and he wants to accomplish this goal, so I will say it. I know that I don't like it, but I know how it's Dre and I know his mentality, and he was like a little ant, like working. But yeah, that's one I support. And I told Dre, like, I support you in every decision that you take. I say, Dre, you are great. When you do the conference,
Consultations?
No.
Presenter,
but preacher, no.
representative,
Speaker. You are a really great speaker, and if you got the opportunity to, or you invited to the US, for example, to do a speech and everything for just a few days, I'm not saying because I know Dre, just go and do, because you are really good at it, and I support you. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. So if you got and I would just let you know, if you got the opportunity to do that, just take it. Just take it, because you are really good with words, with the people, with the public. So that's what I told him that last year.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay, Theo say, Andrea, please don't go to Detroit or the south side of Chicago. You will recognize that your husband is actually a refugee.
A refugee. Absolutely. A refugee to Colombia.
No, you know what? If that happens, I will be. Yeah, this is the real. Like, don't get me wrong. Every country got the beautiful part and the worst part. And for example, sometimes on the WhatsApp group that we have, sometimes I share some videos of Cali hood that even I never been there, like ever, and I'm never gonna put a step on those barrios because they are really dangerous. But I show you guys, like, this is the real Cali. It was the same with the US. This is the real US. You see, all beautiful. Yes, it is. It's a beautiful country, but they got ugly parts too, ugly situations. Yeah. And it's the same thing in Colombia. It's the same thing in Mexico and Spain and UK and in England. In England,
that's true.
It's just
we
like
were in England, the same thing.
Yeah, like for real. Like, so you need to take care of your cell phone because you never know. So
for real.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially in Europe. You think Colombia bad?
No, Europe, the pickpockets are serious business.
Serious.
Yeah, it is.
All right, we got anything else?
Yeah, no. That was our whole top 10.
All right, that was our top 10 unexpected benefits for men. He said, my son is so excited about Theo's class. Shout out to class 6. Shout out to your son Elijah. And the conclave really encouraged him, man. He was good dude. Good dude. Yes, sir.
He'll say, we need to have the conclave in Cali. Then you can watch your husband educate other men. Yeah, I will be so supporter. Absolutely. Like a lot of people were surprised because I'm not the type of woman who always post my husband and I and do the whole Bible test on the post. I'm not the type of person. Never. But when I post Andre in the conclave and everything and posting all my social media, like people were surprised because another type of person who is like intense with the happy couple. No.
Yeah, look at us. Look at us.
Yeah. We were like, yeah, that's my husband, and he just like, I support him in every.
Theo said, and he won't
decision.
suffer on the boat.
Yeah. That photo was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. Shout out to all you guys that have been here. Oh, my bad. Hit the wrong one. Let me try that again. Shout out to all you gentlemen.
Okay, wait a second. This is true. Ray looked so miserable without Andrea while he was in Medellin.
Hey, you know what? I was trying to. A true story. I was trying to be supportive of Richie, and I hadn't been in Medellin in 6 years myself, so it was like, okay, Andre just got back from Medellin, hanging out with the family out there. I said, well, let me go ahead and go. Richie and T-Mac out there anyway, and all the other brothers, and Will out there, and so all you brothers that were out there, I was like, okay, cool. And I forgot what happened. It was something little, and I told Richie, I said, I'm going home tomorrow, because I was supposed to be there as long as Richie was, like 4 or 5 days. And I only lasted like 2 days.
I got called
in Medellin.
We call Andre. Not call Andre, or we call each other, whatever. And I know Andre looked tired, like in his eyes and everything. He was mentally tired. So I told Dre, like, babe, why you just like buy a ticket and come tomorrow? And that was on Monday to Tuesday.
Monday?
I said, well, just come tomorrow. You got your bed, your
Tuesday.
food.
Tuesday. Yep, it was Tuesday.
Yeah, but it was you come on Tuesday.
I came to Medellin on Monday.
On Monday.
And it was on Tuesday.
But Monday night, almost middle of the night, we just started saying, Drake, why just book a ticket? Let me know to pick you at the airport because you look tired. And just to let you know, let me know. And he booked the ticket at the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Said, babe, yeah. I'm going home.
Yeah, pick me up at the airport at like 9 o'clock. Yeah. I think it was like 11 o'clock in the morning. Yep. Theo says this.
Theo say Andre was so miserable on the boat in Miami, he almost jumped.
Man, I'm looking at everything else. I'm starting conversations. This one young lady that was sitting next to me, she was telling me how bad her relationship life was. And she was a career woman, and she didn't want to give up her career for a good relationship. And so me and Obsidian were talking to her like, wait a minute. You know, even men know you can't have everything you want out of life. So you can have a decent relationship. You can have a decent career and still have a good marriage. But she thought that she could only do either or, because she had a good career. And she was like, no, I don't want to give it up. I'm 30. She said, I'm just 30 years old. I say, so you want a family? Yes. I say, so when you plan on doing this? I say, because you're gonna age yourself out of the market. You're gonna have a great career and make a lot of money from your career endeavors, because she had a really good career. But when it comes to family, I say you're gonna be one of those women that's got a dog and a cat, and maybe a Pookie might get you pregnant, and you have a child, but why marry you at 37 with all your money and your career when the dude can marry somebody that's 27 and build a family with them?
That's so true. That's so true. At least you can do that. You do your ex as a woman. How would you say? We call in español reserva huarica. Well, you frozen your eggs.
Freeze your eggs.
Exactly. That's another thing. Like my cousin did it when she was 35. And her husband died last year, so she decided to use the eggs and everything. She's just hit 40. She just have a baby. And yeah, I mean, you can do. I mean, a woman, like, seriously, if you got the money to do that, just do it. If you're planning to have a family in the future, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Kevin.
Kevin said you can have it all, but. Okay, you can have it all.
That's a good way of putting it.
You just can't have it all at once. That is so true. Even the marriage told me that. Like, for everything is Listen, I always told her everything is a God's time.
God's timing. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And Richard says, Richard will be the last one.
Feminist has robbed a lot of women here from marriage and completion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it happened around the world. It's not just the States. It's happening around the world. In Europe, that was a lot of Europeans guys prefer Latina women. And that's what I see few Colombian women that they are single.
Theo says,
If we have a conclave in Cali, women won't be freezing their eggs. That's for sure.
that's for sure. Good idea.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys. We want to say thank you guys for supporting the channel. We want to say thank you guys for shout out to our brother Kevin Crawford with the $5 love over there on Cash App as well. We want to say thank you guys. And the reason why Andre and I come together with many of these topics is to not only just encourage you, but also give you insight behind how women in other countries think. And I love when you guys put in your 2 cents to confirm or even counterpoint some of the things that we have to say. We appreciate when we hear Theo say what he has to say about his wife, his former wife, as well as what T-Mac has to say, as well as what we have to say, and what you other guys have to say about your relationships in other countries. So continue on, brothers. I'm telling you, it is true. There are unexpected benefits that you get when you are either dating, mating, or married to the right good foreign women. I have to say that because some dudes.
Tima say, no, I mean, Cash App. Check it out.
Yeah, I think I got you, Tim. When I said back and I said, gave you a shout out earlier for the $20 love. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for being here. You know, we
Yes,
appreciate it.
We really do.
Okay,
We really
guys.
do. And we'll be seeing you guys again on Wednesday because many of us for class 7, we got class tomorrow. So, and I've got studying to do tonight. Actually, got studying to do tonight as well as early in the morning.
Tomorrow you got April run.
Well, yeah, I got an airport run, but I'll be getting up earlier before that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, you guys. So we'll see you in the next live stream.
All right.
This is Andrea and Andrea Love Crossing Borders and Andrea Wallace TV.
Shout out to you guys watching from Andrea Wallace TV as well. Let me get this over here and get us a good outro. Let's do this one.